Well, welcome back to ABC 57 Kickoff. I'm Allison Hayes. Beating Duke tonight could help get Notre Dame's season back on track, but a second straight loss would put an end to any hope of reaching the college football playoffs. ABC 57's LeVon Whittaker joining us now live once again from Durham, where the Irish not ready to hit the panic button just yet.
Yeah, well, Allison, that's because it was tough to see, but Notre Dame actually had a lot of positives in that loss to Ohio State. Now, going back to last year's matchup, first week of the season, Freeman said the Irish were playing not to lose against Ohio State, but this year he said they actually played to win. They did their best. Unfortunately, it just came down to the very last play of the game that changed the narrative and the entire outcome of that game against Ohio State.
There was a lot of positives from the game, which obviously nobody was going to really care about because of the outcome.
With Sam Hartman running the offense, it allowed the Irish to be gutsy from the jump.
I mean, anytime we're across the 50, I'm going to probably go for it on 4th and 1. You're either going to be all in and do it or not.
That mentality kept the Irish off the board in the first half, and they didn't score on the first 2 drives in Buckeyes territory.
We have to be able to make our field goals. We can't miss field goals.
But after 10 unanswered points, Hartman settled in. The Notre Dame O-line looked like one of the best in the country. The running backs opened up the pass game, and the Irish went on their own 14-0 run.
If you would have told me going into that game we would have had 0 3-and-outs, 0 sacks, 0 turnover, 0 drops, 0 penalties, run for 176 yards, and not win, I would have said no way.
It's hard to believe, especially if you're Mitchell Evans, who racked up 7 catches for 75 yards.
I learned that, put a linebacker on me, I'll win. Put a safety on me, I'll win.
The young tight end putting the world of college football on notice.
That game kind of proved, I think I got guarded by number 8 and I think 22, 35, number 6 was on me a little bit. So I kind of learned I could go against anybody and pretty much win. So
Evans, who's coming back from a concussion, has only played in 3 games this season. But if he can stay on the field with a dynamic run game and Sam Hartman leading the charge, this offense should be in good hands like Allstate.
Sam's the vet. He's 24 years old. He started in 50-plus college football games. This isn't his first rodeo. I mean, I know I can count on that guy to get his job done every time. He's an awesome football player, awesome leader, awesome friend.
Well, we know that Hartman has the leadership tonight. He's going to have to do a better job at finding Mitchell Evans just as much as he did against Ohio State, because you got a couple of guys out. Deion Cozy, the wide receiver, out after having surgery on his knee. And then Jaden Thomas, the second leading wide receiver on this team in receiving yards, has a questionable tag with a strained hamstring. So it also could be a big-time game for Chris Tyree, who switched to wide receiver this year now that you are kind of shorthanded at the wide receiver position. Live outside of Wallace Wade Stadium, I'm LeVon Whittaker, ABC 57 Kickoff.